Um, this morning we'll be talking about tech as a lifestyle and how it fits you. First off, a brief introduction. I'm Benedict. I'm part of the front end developer. I'm also a project software developer. Fun fact, I'm also a civil engineer, and you can find me on Twitter as well. So we're going through how tech has evolved our world over time, from like a few years ago to now. Yeah, can anybody remember this? I believe you can see this. Can you remember this? Or this one, this dog. Please remember the dog. If you use Windows XP, the old Windows, you want to search on the desktop, somebody's already smiling. I can see that somebody remembers. So when you're searching for something, this dog scratches the surface of the ground. If it finds what you're looking for, it brings out a bone or something. So that's remember the dog. This one is Clipper. It's also then some of us remember this guy. They said CD Walkman. A lot of people paid use their savings to buy this. We also remember this. Then remember cyber cafes, flip phones and whatnot. Then previously, if you see somebody just walking on the road and the person is talking to you as well, you feel there's something wrong with that person. But nowadays, people just talk to themselves, but there's a earpiece or something that they are talking to, so it's not to close anymore. Now for social media, social messaging, we have things like MySpace. We had their own messenger. I don't think it's still existing. Then we had eBody. We use eBody to connect Facebook for people that are already addicted to Facebook. For now, we have better things. We have smarter devices. We have smart wristwatch. We have iPhones, very big Samsung phones and whatnot. Social media has also changed. We have Snapchat. We have like really powerful social media, and people use social media to drive a lot of things at the moment. Also, we have virtual assistants. I think that's what they are called: Siri, Cortana, Alexa, Google. Now we all know this is for Apple. This works with Microsoft. Alexa works with Amazon and tomorrow you can. Some people play music with Alexa. They'll say Alexa, please. You need a ride, you can call Uber, Taxify, Gokada. You want to listen to music, you have Spotify, you have Deezer, you have Apple Music. Now, presently, we also have artificial intelligence, self-driving cars, fintech, cryptocurrency, e-commerce, online banking, things we didn't have in 1999 or 2000. Right? So you can see how the evolution has come through. Now, over the years, technology has become an integral part of our lives. A lot of people, when they wake up in the morning, the first thing they are doing after praying, they pick their phone and they check one or two things. Some people spend like the next 15 minutes on the phone. Some people build their whole schedule for that day on the phone. You want to listen to music nowadays on your phone. You want to watch a movie, you can watch it on your phone. A lot of things on your phone. And given the way technology has been growing, right now they don't even wait for too long before they release another phone, another OS. They don't wait for too long. So it's obvious that there will still be changes and it's still growing. Now, according to a statistic from US Bureau of Labor Statistics Occupational Outlook, um, IT jobs will increase between now and 2020 to increase by 22%. That's an average. Right here, you see like a statistic of different areas of IT jobs. You have software developers. That one there's an increase of 32% and 30% projected. For database administrators, 31% projected. Now this is 2019. We're talking about 2020 next year. There's also an increase of 28% in network and computer system administration, software developers, application developers, information security. There are increases all around. And And IT jobs are not just there's not just one. You hear some job titles and you be like, sorry, what are you talking about? So there are so many opportunities in that aspect. Now, as technology continues to evolve, you obviously want to start, like a lot of us are here. Some of us didn't start with computer science or computer engineering. I'm a very good example. Some of us, like 5 years ago, we didn't think we'd be writing code one particular day. Some of us are like that. Now, it's a very, very good, right now, it's actually a very good time. If you've been considering it, you've been thinking about it, you feel like, oh, I think I can do this. Right now is actually one of the best times to get into the whole tech industry. But before you can get into it, you need to make up your mind about what you want to do. And when you make up your mind about what you want to do, that involves you doing some research, things that you might need, and all that. But one thing you will need is clear is the skills. So you need the skills. Now, how do you get what do you need? When do you need to get it? How do you get it? So what do I learn? There are so many things under the IT industry. Um, these ones are just these two are actually just under one, which is the area of development. We know we have front end development, we have back end development. So I'm breaking that down. We have web development, we have mobile app development. We also have iOS development. There are some people that just work strictly on iOS. They use languages like Swift, right? React Native as well. And there's also software development, writing code and programs and whatnot. Then data science, which is really, really big now. There's also analytics, which is related to data science. There's cloud security technology. I think if you have any questions about that, there's somebody you can ask there, ask him. Now, when is the best time to actually start learning? Now, now. Not too late to do anything. Now, how do you learn? You need lots of internet, serious internet. You need either a laptop or a mobile phone. You probably ask me, how will I use the phone to write code? There are things like solo learn. Number one, there's deep code. Sometimes when I'm going home and maybe I was trying to solve something in the office and it didn't work, and I'm in the bus and there's an inspiration, I pick up my phone, I write it, I test it. Can do all of that, well, not everything though, but most of it. Now, how do you go about it? Like I said in the beginning, you have to make up your mind on what you want to do. You want to work in the area of front end development, you want to work in the area of back end development. You have to make up your mind, decide, then set your goals accordingly and commit to them. After setting your goals, you know you have an end target, the place you want to get to, that exact point you want to get to. If you can't commit to your goals, then it might be difficult to get them, might be difficult to get them, not a bit. The next one, if you're interested in programming, area development, what you should now do is speak the programming language. Now, this part of the talk will always bring some sort of arguments. Some people say what Python can do this, JavaScript cannot do this, C++, you can only use C++ to do this, C sharp, all of that. Now, what will help you to pick a programming language is going to start from this first step. Even from the first step I talked about before, which is making up your mind on what exactly you want to do. And because you've done some research, you obviously see some languages that are along the line of what you're thinking about or what you intend to do eventually. So after picking a programming language, you also have to find out the best way you learn. A lot of people learn by watching videos. Some people learn by reading. I love reading. I love it. That's my own strength. But it's also good to have like various sources of knowledge. You can also check out Medium articles. I don't know if you know Medium.com. They put out very good articles. There's also Dev.to. Dev.to. They also have very great articles. So you can just find out the way you learn best, whether it's by video tutorials or by reading a book or by reading just one short blog post and implementing whatever they say. Also, you have to be careful not to fall into that tutorial. Should I call it tutorial hell or tutorial pit? Some people can't actually do stuff without watching a tutorial, and yes, You start by watching tutorials. But at some point, you have to go out of that tutorial, go out of that whole tutorial office, and start doing things on your own. Think of one idea. Maybe it's just a simple quadratic equation, solving calculator, or just something very simple. Simple interest, you can just do something like that. Pick it up, do it. If you fall into any sort of error or whatnot, Google is always there for you. You don't have to now go back to the tutorial again. That part where you find out the issue, that error, that part there is one of the things that will help you to build your problem solving skills. And it doesn't matter the area you intend to go into later, you will need problem solving. So if you're interested in the area of development, there's google.com is always a sure resource. Under google.com, you see things like Stack Overflow, like I said before, Medium articles. So after deciding the best way you know how to learn, the best way you know you used to learn, and picking a programming language, the next step will be to use the right tools. Now, this would also cause some sort of workaround because when you actually want to start coding, I'm going to use coding for a good example. Some people start from Notepad. Some people will tell you, no, don't use Notepad or Notepad plus plus. Go and use Sublime, go and use VS Code. For me, I don't actually tell people use this, use that. Just use whatever is comfortable for you. Whatsoever is comfortable. I started with Notepad, then I went to Notepad plus plus, then I moved to Sublime, then I moved to VS Code. I didn't just make all of those moves like that. I felt comfortable with one before going to the other one. That's how it worked for me. So using the right tools is very important. Now, all of these things I mentioned, Sublime, VS Code, they are text editors. There are other tools, and there are things called linkers, there are online linkers, so many resources that you can use to help you to progress in whatever field you decide to do. Another part is if you're interested in programming, you need to learn to read other people's code. So it's just like for me, I write sometimes. So one of the ways I get inspiration to put something down or to just write a simple blog post is I read other blog posts. I can just go on a reading spree and just read like 10. After that, maybe I might not get any inspiration at that particular time, but in a few, probably the next day or in a few hours, I just start writing something, and before you know, I have a blog post I push it. So the same way it is with code, you get to learn from reading other people's code, and if you don't understand something inside there, that's another way to build a problem solving skills. You try to like do a Google search. What's this line of code doing? What's this thing doing? What's this word? What does it mean? Right? So reading other people's materials, code, whatnot. The next one is to find a community. We talk about events here. Some of us don't actually, we've never really been to one event together. Some of us know the importance, some of us don't just know the importance, but one of the ways to help to grow, one of the ways to grow is by making connections. And it's not just in the area of programming or software development or whatnot. One of the areas to go is one of the ways to go rather is to find a community. Maybe it's a meetup, maybe it's a group. There are a lot of groups online that you can join. There are meetups. For I know for Python they have one that they do every Saturday, AI6. That one happens not too far from here. Now when you go there, you meet people that write the same Python code like you. You meet people that are very, very good. You meet people that maybe are on the same level. Or what I'm trying to say is you get to learn the problems they're having from their workplace, maybe in a particular project they're working on. And they come there and they drop the question during time for questions. And somehow, some of them find solutions. Even the WordPress meetup we did here right ago, somebody brought like he brought his project, so to say, like a question from his project, and somebody helped him answer it here. So you might need answers to questions that have been bugging you about a particular thing in that community that you find yourself. That's where you probably find solutions. And another way, there are other things you can enjoy from being part of the community. You can get referrals, you can get so many things. Apart from that, a learning position. Now, the way I am, I enjoy learning things, enjoy learning stuff. So when I came here, I was fresh from what's it called now, called Lagos Python program. So I did Python for like 6 weeks. It was like a training course, so to say. Then afterwards, I found the command. When I saw the opportunity, it looked like another learning ground for me. Yes, because the word internship, I've done internship before now. Before my NYC, I was working in a site. I was there as an intern. Only while I was in school, I was an intern as well somewhere. So the point is, when you find a place like this is a typical example. A place where it doesn't matter your job title, a place where you know that you will get to learn, probably learn other things apart from what you decided that you want to do. Is grab it. Grab it. It's very, very important. Get a learning position. That's what I meant by a learning position as well. The next one is to grow your network. This one can be done by using social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever social media you're comfortable with. That's one way to grow your network. Slack communities as well. So that's all. Do you have any questions? No questions. Alright. I have questions. Who answer my question? I have a question. So from all of the things I've said, did I spark any interest in anybody at all? If I spark an interest in you, or you are a bit I try to decide, okay, I think I've made one. So maybe I need to ask him about this field or this field or this field. You have a question like that, that come and meet me later. So if you know that I have said something that maybe touched the nerve or touched you somehow, you can just say, so I know I'm not wasting my time. Thank you very much. My reference is Google, and I had to put her name there. I got an inspiration for this from it was a mentor, Adora Awojo. That's her name. She did something like this for Loop in Babcock. For Loop is a community too that you can join if you're interested in development. Thank you very much.